I want to start this video off talking about Mario real quick. I know it's a Little Mermaid centric video, but it'll tie together, I promise. I'm sure you remember that Mario was given a rotten score from critics. You know how well that turned out for them. The movie ended up destroying box office records. They were really hard on this movie, which was always funny to me because they've given a lot of Disney movies that were horrible 5-star reviews. They're not doing it with Indiana Jones, surprisingly, and they're being a little bit easier on Little Mermaid. They'll just play ball with these movies unless they're Disney. If the movie's really bad, really, really bad, they'll still give it a decent score. They may not make it fresh, but they'll be easier on it. Whereas a movie like Mario, they just trash the shit out of it and call it an awful movie. This movie, of course, broke a ton of records. Then you have articles like this come out from Inside the Magic. The Super Mario Brothers movie has achieved a bizarre new box office record. What's that record? It's that it made $1 billion and it's got a rotten critic score. Super Mario Brothers movie highest domestic earner with a rotten score. Basically meaning that people don't give a shit what critics say. The review of a critic doesn't matter. That's why I find it so funny that, like, media outlets go so out of their way to get good reviews from them, like Disney giving them super access. It's like, if anything, when they give something a super high score, it makes people not want to see the movie. That's what's kind of funny about it. But here's the same outlet. Super Mario Brothers movie has achieved a bizarre new box office record. And then, on the same day, the Little Mermaid scores are strong, as long as audiences don't review bomb it. So they are scared to death of people actually seeing this movie, because they know when people actually see this movie, the Rotten Tomatoes for it is going to sink into the ground, audience-wise. Audiences probably are not going to like this movie. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll like it. But I'm just going off of really my own experience from watching these live-action movies. They're all dog shit compared to the original. They're all cash grabs compared to the original. They're made to update them into modern ideology. So this is the same outlet. Do you see this? Like, oh, well, wait till those audiences see it and defy the critics. So we do actually have a Rotten Tomatoes score for The Little Mermaid based on 51 reviews. It's at 71%, which I got to say is actually lower than I expected. I thought this thing would be like certified fresh at 90-something. No, it's at 71. Grace Randolph must be twisting in her chair right now because she said there's nothing to criticize this movie for. If you criticize this movie, you're a bigot. It's more of a reflection on you if you criticize this movie. I mean, what could anybody have to criticize this movie for?
Remember the swamp? Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, wham, chicka, wham, wham, chicka, wham,
I remember.
What great music. What an amazing song. Yeah, there's nothing to criticize this movie for, Grace Randolph. So it's actually not getting the best reviews. I'm kind of surprised by this. I really did think that this was going to be a knockout for critics at 90-something%, but they're actually a little somewhat, not really divided on it. They're just not giving it as high as a score as I thought they would. But we can take a look at some of the ratings for this. So here is the current score compared to the original. The original, of course, from 1989, sitting at 92% fresh, 88% audience score. Let's take a look at some of these. So here are the rotten ones. Don't worry, I got some fresh ones too. So this is from Globe and Mail. A thoroughly pointless cash grab of a thing. This new Little Mermaid is one of the most uninspired films to slither out of Disney since the company started raiding its own vault. Here's Vulture really surprised to see Vulture give this a bad review. As the studio has done with other live-action remakes, Disney betrays its own lack of imagination and an essential misreading of what made its original children's fare such a joy to audiences in the first place. Here's from Flickfest. The Little Mermaid may have a modernized take on the 1989 feature with a charming lead performance from Halle Bailey, but there is not enough to lift this live-action adaptation, resulting in a soulless and pointless remake. That's actually spot on. I haven't seen this yet. I don't plan on seeing this, but I have seen the other live-action remakes, and they're all soulless and pointless. This is dead on. None of them, in my opinion, have been good. I think they've all been shit. The original is still there. It still exists, and it's still good. They actually hold up pretty well today. So I've never understood the point of doing this other than just making a cheap buck. I think that's fair criticism, to be honest. Mashable. As the Little Mermaid crawls by at a snail's pace, the wondrous moments are weighed down by wasted opportunities for spectacle, emotion, and unapologetic bombast. The Hollywood Reporter actually gave it a negative review. A ho-hum adaptation buoyed by a lovely lead turn. Here's one from Decider, fresh. Buy a ticket or 2 or 5 to see this movie. Here's Cinema Blend. The Little Mermaid delivers for fans new and old, and Halle Bailey is a bona fide superstar. Here's The Daily Beast, of course. This film is far from a mere remake. It expands the universe of the original movie with a sprawl that jumps off the screen and directly into the viewer's hearts. So, the real question that really matters at the end of the day is how will this perform at the box office? And I'm not sure. This movie could for sure make $1 billion. It could also fail. I don't know. It's really tough to call movies like this. I do know, and I can say for sure, that it's got stiff competition. There are a lot of movies coming out over the next 4 weeks. Just about every damn near every summer movie comes out over the next 4 weeks. It's insane how much they cannibalize each other. So it could do okay the first weekend, and then I think, I don't remember what, but the next weekend after, there's another big movie coming out. The weekend after that, there's another big movie coming out. The weekend after that, and the weekend after that. So, it could flop because of the competition, but it could also soar because there's not really a lot of family movies out either. Mario's been out for like a month and a half, 2 months now, and it's already out on digital. So, I don't know. It's going to depend on word of mouth. Do people actually like this movie, or are they going to hate it? It's going to depend on word of mouth. And until actual people see it, it's tough to say. You can't trust the critics. They're not honest. They're not honest in their reviews. So, we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you think it's going to be a hit? Do you think it's going to be a flop? What are your thoughts? Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.